What's up, Beaver Nation? Zach Taylor here, development baseball coach with Oregon State Baseball. And today, continuing with our interview series with all the guys for the 2024-2025 club, we have Jacob Krieg, junior first baseman for us. Jacob, thanks for hopping on today.
Thanks for having me, Zach. What's up, Beaver Nation?
Come on now. So we're going to get into three questions, all right? We're going to go wider lens like we have been doing with most of our interviews. And then we're going to get down to maybe something Beaver Nation doesn't know about you. All right. So that's what we got on slate for today. First question, we're going to start off hot. And I'm going to give a little background on this. So since I came in last year, that was our first season. And I specifically, I'm working with some corner infielders. I'm working with you guys. So we started to build a relationship. And now, again, to preface, right, you're 6'5", you're 240, you're a big dude, but you're also probably one of the quieter guys off the field, right? Would you say?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, a little bit more introverted, completely fine. Like, I would like to think that I'm a quieter dude off the field as well. But I've noticed there's been some changes this year, and I've told you about it. I told you earlier in the fall, and I want everyone else to know too. I want to talk about your presence and just the energy that you bring forward each and every day. I think it's a little bit different than not only last year, and I can't speak for your first year because I wasn't there, but I guarantee you it's different than that year as well. And so I just kind of wanted you to go into a little bit more detail, like what has changed? Like what has caused this kind of this evolution of, I know you're older, right? So naturally we get a little bit more comfortable. You have your feet underneath you, but man, what has been a big difference maker? Has it been mentally? Has it been physically? Like you're carrying yourself different. You have a lot bigger and louder body language. What is that?
Okay, so I think coming off last year, not finishing how I really wanted to, I kind of did a lot of reflecting over the summer. What can I do off the field and obviously on the field to be the best version of myself? So the summer I spent a lot of time figuring that out. And I got a lot of my off-the-field habits dialed in, like my recovery and sleep and other things like that. So I think coming in this year, I had a lot more confidence. And obviously, like you said, being an older guy kind of helps because I've been through this. I kind of know what to expect. I kind of know what to bring every day. So I think I have confidence, a lot more confidence in how I go about my day-to-day processes and whatnot. And I think that kind of trickles on the field a little bit because I kind of maybe carry myself a little higher now. So that's kind of what I would attribute that to.
I love it, man. Yeah, it oozes from you. Like I'm saying, like you're walking around different. You're a little bit taller. The head's high. The chest is out. Like it's fun to see. And it's fun to see you come into, especially this squad. Again, a lot of talented players, like picked up some good pieces from the portal and just the core group that we have. Like, I think this group can really make some noise, and I think you're going to be a big part of it. So I'm really excited for that moving forward. Now, we're going to take a step into the future. I got a good question for you. So after you're done here, right, after you're done playing baseball, maybe 10, 20 years from now, right, you look back on your time at Oregon State, and if we're talking about kind of legacy and the legacy that you want to leave, how would you want your former teammates to talk about you or guys that you played with? Like, would you want them to say about Jacob Krieg?
Okay, like you said, I'm maybe not the loudest guy, kind of more introverted, but I feel like my peers, they understand I kind of lead by example. Maybe not like I'm not the raw energy guy. But I feel like my teammates know I go about things the right way. I always put forth my best effort, whether it's practice or weight room, academics. So I feel like I'm more of a silent leader. So I think that's kind of what I want my teammates to think of me. Sure.
I love it, man. I love it. That's awesome. And I think you're absolutely on that path as well, which is cool to hear you say that. Now, last thing I got, maybe something Beaver Nation doesn't know about Jacob Krieg. What's a personal interest? What's a personal interest that maybe a lot of people don't know, a lot of fans?
People might not know my appreciation for nature.
Mm.
Coming from California, it's kind of a different nature vibe. But coming up here, I've kind of enjoyed learning about the Pacific Northwest, and I've kind of explored a little bit up here, and I think that kind of puts me in the right headspace. So, like, I would say, yeah, nature. Like, I think that's nature and sunlight. I think that's kind of what I love.
I love it, man. And I mean, you know as well as anyone else, right? You're coming from a beautiful area where you grew up. And now the Northwest is also beautiful. It's just different. It's a lot different
Yeah,
than if you grew up in California, right?
yeah,
With the weather, we have a lot of rain. But the cool thing around here, especially Corvallis, is, man, if we're not playing baseball, right, it's like go to Mary's Peak, like go on a hike, get by some water. There's a ton of cool swimming holes, especially in the summer and the fall. And so it's cool to be able to, you're not the first guy that said it, right? I just recently got done with an interview with Trent, and he said the same thing, like loves being able to be outside. So I also think it acts as a great reset and the ability to kind of like separate, right? We spend so much time consistently, whether it be weights, study hall, going to class, like spending mass amounts of time at the field, and then even those like extra hours later at night or early in the morning. And so the ability to kind of decompress and really let go and just get outside, right? And be in nature, it's like, man, that's a phenomenal mental and physical reset for us. So that is awesome to hear. But Craig, man, I appreciate you being on. Thank you for taking the time to do this. We're looking forward. Everyone's looking forward to watching you play and the year that you're going to have. So, man, just keep doing your thing, and we all love you to death. Go Beavs.
go Bees. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Thank you.